Sam and Naaman in the morning. Well, hello everybody. We're shooting at a different location here. I am Sam Spangler, one of the hosts of Sam and Naaman in the morning,
and I am Naaman, the other host of this wonderful show.
Absolutely. So, and we're here today on location at the Spangler household. So, as you see, there may be some different, kind of motifs behind us.
Graphs.
Yep, graphs to kind of, explain what we're going to be most primarily talking about here. We have some children that are here with us too. It's the Chaos Edition.
Many, many children just to your right.
Absolutely. So you may hear some commentary and feedback from them, but hopefully it'll just add to the ambiance of the show. So, as kind of moving forward, what's been going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Not a lot's going on really. Other than the fact that LeBron James is going to his 5th finals in a row. So we're all happy about it. Oh. That is our reenactment of the movie San Andreas right there.
Exactly. Coming to theaters this Friday.
Should be terrible.
It should be terrible. So, LeBron James, 5th finals.
In a row. Hasn't been done since the 60s. Bill Russell did it. But,
Now, have you seen the meme that's been going around about him, falling down on the floor after the game?
I have not.
I
read something that there were quite a few very clever ones, but no, I didn't.
There is a couple. One of him puking in the toilet, as I believe one of his team members are comforting him. I'm trying to remember another one.
That's really quite good.
I think there was one of him bowing down in front of Jabba the Hutt or something like that. So... pretty impressive.
People really love to hate that guy.
They do. And is there any reason for it?
Yes, but there's a lot of there's a racial issue, financial issue. It's very complex. It's jealousy.
And he's going to be in a movie soon. I think he's going to make one of his debuts in a movie.
He is in a movie, and I think that movie also looks terrible. I'm sure he's amazing though.
Yeah. Some movie. It's the Amy Schumer. The girl that everybody loves right now, the comedian that everybody's a big fan of. Yeah. I can't remember what it's called. As per how I usually am, I don't remember anything.
It's called She's Kind of a Dumb Person, and ha ha ha, there's some fart jokes, ha ha ha.
Yeah,
everything works out in the end.
But LeBron James is in it, so will you go see it?
No.
Okay. I didn't think you would, but...
I will wait for his parts to come out on YouTube, and I'll watch it.
And you know what the funny thing is? Like some of our favorite celebrities, he may be an amazing actor. So it's possible that you could watch it and be like, the best part of those movies, part of the movie was with LeBron James in it.
You just never know.
Yeah. So it's possible.
Unlikely, but possible.
Yeah. So, and I have been off for these last weeks, or this last week here, just kind of enjoying some time home with the family, and went and had a birthday party for a friend. Didn't go the way we expected, but we still had a good time, irregardless, so, and I think, we're just enjoying it. We're going to go do some floating this weekend, as long as the rivers aren't too crazy or whatnot. But let's get to the reason why we're really here. Mad Max came out a couple Fridays ago, and we were lucky enough to go see it at the IMAX in Cinetopia in Overland Park, and it was spectacular.
It really was. It was very nice, very nice.
So, as with, I think, some of your favorite movies, Pacific Rim, the exposition leading up to it was the first, maybe
couple minutes, maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It's basically a monologue explaining how the world got to where it was, and then they...
Yeah, and very vaguely, too, because maybe, nuclear storm.
Yeah, there was one picture of a tree being blown over in a nuclear blast, and that's about it. So basically, they present it to you and say, if you would like to continue, please continue.
Yeah. And I did, and we did, and we enjoyed it, and it was probably some of the best world building I've ever seen in a movie in a long time, that they didn't just shove it down your throat. They didn't say, this is why these characters are here, this is why they do what they do. They just let the audience, I think, feel smart enough to be like, you're going to figure it out as it's going along.
Right.
So it was some of the strongest restraint I've seen in a movie in a long time.
Yes, because they really could have gotten bogged down in why things were the way they were, but they did not.
Yeah, absolutely. And just some amazing, first of all, George Miller is the director, which he directed the original, Mad Maxes and stuff like that, which I think was a great call to bring him back in. The CGI use was limited to, I think, maybe the firestorm that was on there, which and by itself was amazing. I mean, just seeing them drive into this storm. But on top of that, all the stunts and everything that were performed were just a master to behold, because it was just, I mean,
all real stuff.
Absolutely, artfully done. You didn't see somebody tumble and be like, a body doesn't bend like that. You know, you didn't see it like clip through the ground, or it just looked unrealistic where you're just kind of like, I don't buy it. Everything you were seeing here was people actually doing the stunts. And you just don't see that anymore. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing.
It was quite good. It was very, even though it was very violent, it was a very aesthetically clear. I guess it was almost beautifully shot. I guess you would say.
Yeah, and actually, one of the scenes that I thought was amazing that really impressed me. Well, first of all, one thing I heard is that 70-year-old women were stunt women in there. So I'm guessing, I'm not going to ruin anything or spoil or anything, but there is a part where older people come into play in it. And if you remember, there's a part where a girl's riding a motorcycle down a sand dune, and the sand that's kicking up from it, I don't know, I mean, I think it was just shot, like it just got kind of added up that way, it was beautiful. It was like, that's amazing. And it was probably the part of the movie that bogged down for me the most, where I was kind of like, I'm ready to get back to what is making this movie incredible, but even still, it was just a visual treat the entire time.
Correct.
So... Yeah. And, I mean, just some of the characters they bring in. Immortan Joe, which we have a lovely picture my daughter drew right here. You know, apocalyptic Bane is kind of what, you know, I kind of thought as I was looking at him. A great theme, you know, like where you can almost sympathize with the fact that they're in this terrible world and how these people rose to power or whatever they did. They did it. They achieved it, and it's kind of like that was taken away from them eventually. But you know, who's to say why they got there and they couldn't stay there and last there, and even for Furiosa's, Charlize Theron's character had dynamics to her you saw develop as the movie was going along, because she, little spoiler alert here, is kind of an established character in this world right off the bat, and she's known as kind of like a badass. Sorry, kids are around. But she was awesome. And she became the heroine of the movie.
Mm-hmm. And she has a claw hand.
And it's just amazing. And not only that, they don't even mention Max's name until like probably the last 3/4 of the movie. So, I mean, it's really not brought up. But I really enjoyed it. I would definitely... You've already seen it again. So I guess anything you took away the second viewing that maybe you didn't catch the first time?
No, not really. I think it was just... calm down.
So excited. I just can't hold it in. All right.
It was still good the second time. It's just kind of... It was actually kind of nice knowing what was coming next, and then like the shots, the shot where they're driving up to the big sandstorm, and it's just this big, massive wall of sand. It was pretty neat.
Absolutely. And that's kind of, I would like to go see it again. My brother-in-law said that, I guess at the Alamo Theater in downtown Kansas City, they've got seats that vibrate or kind of rock and stuff as like bigger action scenes occur. And I would love to go see it there just to see, kind of feel that action, kind of almost like you're there in the, watching it from your seat, basically. I could imagine how cool that would be. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to going to see it again. I think one viewing is not enough for this, especially in the theater. I mean, we walked out of the IMAX, and it was probably one of the best IMAX experiences I had, and it was just deafening sound. And I mean, gosh, like I said, the world building, I cannot talk about how cool. I mean, they had a whole religion type cult thing in there, but they never really talked about it. They never said a word about it. You just kind of inferred things, and you're just like, wow, I know what I get what this world is kind of based on, and I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was very good. So our take on Mad Max, I definitely think I would give it a huge thumbs up. Recommend it. People go see it. But yeah, enjoy that.
Correct.
And so as we kind of finish up this segment here, we're just going to kind of talk about what's making us angry, just kind of like we normally do. So Naaman, what's making you angry this month?
I don't have anything that's making me angry, but I have something that's entertaining. We do the same job. We're nurses. I don't know if you guys knew that. But in our job, we work with a lot of sick people, and it entertains me how many sick people, like really sick people, that we tell to calm down.
Yeah.
It's like the first thing we do. It's like someone that's come in, they can't breathe, and it is, on the last leg, and the first thing we say is, "No, I'm going to need you to calm down." Or someone who can't breathe, and we'll say, "I need you to slow down your breathing." And in their minds, they've got to be thinking, "I would choke you if I could reach you right now because
if I had enough breath to come and
choke life in my body. Why don't you calm down?"
And it's not possible for them at the moment.
That's what I got. Every time we do it, and it's the first thing we say. I do it too, and every time I do it in my mind, I'm just laughing a little bit because it's just.
There's no way they're going to do that.
It's ridiculous. It's kind of like when you tell a screaming, crying child who fell and hit their head or their leg or something, "Calm down." The child has no ability to calm down. Yeah. So that's the first thing I tell them.
Which, per the chaos edition we're having right now of the show, you may can tell is where my wife's trying to keep all the kiddos calm and stuff, even though you may hear them and stuff. It's kind of like, it's about as good as you can do.
That's right.
And as far as what's making me angry is, I'm tired of people and shows being surprised by how well people sing. Every time there's a new show on, and America's Got Talent, The Voice, American Idol's going off the air. I think this is their final season, this one coming up.
It's been on like 900 years, yeah.
It's singing people. I admit, it's amazing what people can do, but anytime I'm watching this show, and it's like, and I think the thing is we're just inundated with it. It's on Facebook, it's on Twitter, where people will say, "You won't believe what this person sounds like whenever you click this link," and it's like, sometimes I'm lured into it, I'm a sucker to it, I click on it, it's that clickbait, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's something really cool. Maybe they're doing some type of stunt that, maybe different from what I'm using. And you know what it is? They're singing. And I'm tired of it. Because, yes, it's amazing, and it's great to hear people's voices, and because I can't carry a tune whatsoever. But it's just, don't act surprised when they start singing. So many people can sing well. I'm just not one of them. I don't know if you are, but I'm not.
I cannot sing at all. My wife can.
So, yeah, and I have kids that have wonderful voices. My wife has a wonderful voice, but not me. So when it happens, every now, when people come on there, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, look how amazing they sound." All right, you know what? After Susan Boyle, I'm tired of it. She was probably the least likely looking person to carry on a good tune, and okay, great. She sounds amazing. So that's what's making me angry this week. As always, thank you for joining us this month. Sorry this is posting a little bit later, but we got a lot of things going on in our lives. And as always, you can find me on Twitter at Sam M. Spangler.
And I'm at Naaman S.
Yep, I forgot the S is all. And then also on our YouTube and Facebook channel, just look for Sam and Naaman in the Morning. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next month.
Bye-bye.